Hey guys, it's Friday, and I had every intention to film while I was in my fake pregnant Bella costume when I was going to see Twilight, and then I just totally forgot. So I apologize for that. And I just like literally changed out of it, and as soon as I was like totally out of it, I was like, wait, it's Friday, and I was gonna film and not putting it back on because it's kind of a hassle. But I did go see Twilight Breaking Down Part 2 in my fake pregnant Bella costume with the little hand coming out of the belly again. Because I saw Breaking Down Part 1 that way. And I actually went twice. Because I was gonna just go with friends tonight because I had a couple of friends who were like, yeah, I want to see it. And I was like, okay, great. And then I realized, like, no, I have to go to the midnight showing. And I'm glad that I did because I feel like more people, like, got the costume last night and, like, enjoyed it. And tonight, like, just Friday night at the movie theater, there's definitely more people who I think did not get it at all. Or just thought that I was just kind of like, oh, I'm pregnant and I, like, I'm wearing this creepy t-shirt. And I mean, like, that's the thing with a costume though. It's a very subtle costume, and so people don't always realize. One, they'll like second, have to take a second glance to realize that I'm like in costume, or that there's something unusual with this picture. Like, oh, pregnant woman. Oh, what is wrong with that shirt? And then there's like, then the process of, wait, why is she wearing that? And then if you like, you have to really be familiar with Twilight's story, because like people, guys, it says in Twilight, there's this whole thing. Edward's freaking out. I'm totally like proving. I've only read the books once. I swear to you. I just remember things, I guess. But like Edward like has this whole like thing where he's like, no, Bella, this is awful. You know, vampire babies don't, they're not born naturally. They like claw out of the womb with their vampire like teeth or whatever. And so that's come I have. I mean, I had a hand instead of, a face. That would have been really creepy. But yeah. And then I have like my vial of blood to help like, see, look, I'm drinking blood. Which, by the way, the movie theater last night, like, no issues. Today, I like was just standing in the lobby, and one of the police guys walks up to me. He's like, "Ma'am, like, what's in there? We're gonna have to ask you to leave this up here at the station. You can't take that in the theater." Which, like, the reasoning being, like, because of, like, obviously, like, we had a big movie theater shooting, and so, like, concerned that I'm gonna, like, throw the fake blood, or, I don't know what I would have done. And if I was planning on doing something, I wouldn't have been, like, holding it. But that was a little disappointing because, that it's half of my costume. Like, that's it. I have the pregnant belly with the hand and the thing of blood. That's the only thing that tells you I'm in costume. If not, it just looked like I came to the movies in my pajamas. So, yeah. Anyway, Breaking Dawn Part 2, like its former movies, companions, predecessors, whatever, was hilarious. Honestly, if you have not seen these movies, one, I think they're way funnier when you watch them with other people, and I highly recommend you doing that. Because if you're watching by yourself, you probably aren't going to be able to get through it because it'll be too painful. But they're like so funny. It's like, I mean, legit hilariousness. Like, you're really missing out, okay? Plus, there's something about seeing in the theater last night with the shrieking fangirls. There's this huge like troll scene, and there's this moment where you think Edward's gonna die, and like shrieks of like terror and like pain, and I just lost it cracking up because it was just too funny. And there's this like orgasm scene, and she's like, and there's like they do this weird thing with the special effects, and it's like, you cannot take it seriously. It's so funny. Like, oh my gosh. But they're like, I think I enjoyed it. Oh gosh, there's something about seeing it in the theater and like hearing the live reactions. I love seeing like any movie on like opening night in a theater of like enthusiastic fans. I say that, but like seeing Deathly Hallows Part 2, actually, the fans were almost a little too intense. Like that was the only time I regretted seeing a movie like opening night with so many fans. I didn't regret it. It was just that like people need to chill out a little bit. There was like the fake intense like heavy sobbing through like the whole like last several scenes, and I was like, guys, I'm trying to have a personal moment here, and like your fake sobbing is distracting me. And it was just like, I mean, it was like the last like 30 minutes at least of the film, I was like I'm like, guys, you can cry silently. Like, it's okay. Like, learn to do it. It's not that hard. Because I was sitting there with, like, tears streaming down my face, but I wasn't audibly, I mean, granted, I was audibly laughing in Twilight, so I guess I can't say too much. But anyway, it's generally, like, seeing a movie in a theater with, like, very responsive viewers, I think always adds an interesting level of like what they laugh at, what they, you know, scream at or whatever. It's just always kind of very interesting, and it definitely changes things, because when we watch it by yourself, like some things, I don't know, some moments seem bigger or less big or something. I don't know. Words. This is really long. I don't care. So, great. I'm just going to shut up now. I have to go to bed because I work tomorrow. It's my last day at work. So, then I have 3 weeks off to enjoy Thanksgiving and to frantically pack all of my belongings and figure out what I'm going to take with me to Arizona and figure out how I'm going to fit it all in my car and then drive to Phoenix. So, wow. Exciting. I will be keeping you updated. I'll see everybody next Friday. Bye.